Hi again, Shifu Gregg from the Authentic Shaolin Kung Fu School. Today we're going to be going over the myth of China and ceasing locking techniques. Doing it with partners, doing it at standstills, it tends to work, but people start to say that in real-time techniques, it doesn't work, it doesn't apply correctly. Anytime you get into a tussle, anytime you get into any kind of movement, nothing's perfect. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. But from point A to point B is survival, that's what we're looking to do. So today we're going to go over very, very basic China locks as a understanding which every martial arts school out there should have. And then we're going to go into some muscle joint locks. And then I'm going to go into real-time techniques so you could actually see this stuff working in real-time technique. So other than that, we're going to get the student on the floor and we're going to get this going. Cool. So from a basic understanding, we're going to go same side drills. Same side drills, if my opponent grabs, this is all basic China. Every martial arts school teaches the same locks and the same movements. If you're not learning this stuff, shame on your instructor. This is all basic locks, basic joint locks, basic techniques. If we go opposite side, this is all muscle manipulation. This is all joint manipulation. Bringing your opponent to the floor, learning how to lock up, bring them down, okay? What we're gonna do now is we're gonna take these basic techniques of movement and we're gonna apply it to real-time technique. My opponent's in a guard stance position. I'm a foot and a half away or a foot away from my opponent. He's gonna throw the 1-2-3 technique, right? Because we're working on real-time stuff. If he throws a 1-2 technique, we can still apply the technique. We're gonna 1-2-3 to make it a little easier for you guys to see what's happening. I'm blocking the technique with my arms, my forearms, not my hands. And I'm also hooking with the monkey's paw and striking right to the joint, pulling my opponent into my body, grabbing the lock and bringing him down to the floor, locking up my opponent here. Okay? I'm not worried about the tap out. That lets me know that my technique is correct and he's feeling the pain. Other than that, we could do here, we can strike this way and I could snap that elbow. All right? One more time. So he throws a 1-2-3, and I come in, lock up, bring him down, lock into the floor, and lock him right in. That lets me know it's working. That lets me know it's working. And I could just lock up here, snap that elbow. Second technique that we're working on, he's gonna throw the 1-2, and I'm gonna slip. I'm gonna slip that hook. If he throws that hook, and he grazes my head, that's okay. He's not hitting me flush. I don't mind that. I'm going to stop the technique and come right underneath and do a muscle grab. Right here. Muscle manipulation. Locking up here, bringing my opponent down to the floor and locking him in. This is what we call a hook. A lot of pain. Does the job. From this position here, opens up the sternum, opens up the ribs. Real-time technique, he throws, I come under, lock up, turn, down to the floor, lock into my opponent, strike into the ribs. One more time. As he throws, I hook and lock, bring him in, down to the floor, and lock up. We have the lock right underneath the jawline. That's what we call the hook. A lot of pain right here. Cool. So again, you can see how in real time these techniques are very, very effective. They have to be drilled, you have to work them all the time. It's all up to the individual, again, as a martial artist, not as a style, but as a martial artist. Each and every one of you guys that are out there that are training these, that are working these drills, every week you come back, you see what we have, and every week there's gonna be something different. So you really need to come back and see what we have to offer, but you should be practicing these drills as much as you can. The more that you practice them, the more we call action, non-action. So the more you practice it, the more you forget it, and the more it comes out in real time, and that's what we're looking for, real-time technique. Proving all this stuff that people say doesn't work, does work. It's just up to the martial artist to believe in what he does and practice what he preaches every day. So it's really important. So I want to thank you very much on behalf of the Authentic Shaolin Kung Fu. Also remember to subscribe. And biggest thing that in my world and in my thing, train hard, but live harder. Very important. This is what we're going to do next week. So this is what we're doing next week. Sway Jiao, War Wrestling. Don't miss it. See you next week.